Juice cleanses have exploded in popularity over the last few years. It is now a booming industry, to be sure, which now brings in roughly $100 million a year, that according to one recent market estimate. Most companies now offer cleanses that range from 3 to 7 days, claim that your body will be rid of all manner of toxin by the end of them, but a recent New York Times article has debunked many of those claims, saying that, and I do quote, juicing doesn't necessarily flush out toxins, which seems to run counter to everything they claim. CBS News medical contributor Dr. Holly Phillips is here to discuss. So, Doc.
To be here, Josh.
Yeah, look, this seems that it may once upon a time have been a good idea, perhaps as a supplement or something to try, but
sure.
Are we kind of seeing peak juice cleanse now?
Well, yeah, I don't think we've reached the peak. I actually think, if anything, the cleanses are growing in popularity. But because the cleanses have become so popular and such big business, right, $100 million, $200 million by some estimates, we're now seeing a little bit of pushback from the medical and scientific community, specifically against some of the big, far-reaching, bold claims that the cleanse companies are offering us. Some of the claims, they say the cleanses will re-energize and reboot your digestive system, but most specifically they say they will rid your body of toxins.
So when we hear that all the time, what are we talking about?
Right.
When we talk about these toxins in question.
Well, Josh, that's the biggest question, right? So if the cleanse says it will get rid of toxins in your body, what exactly are toxins? Well, in medicine we sort of define it as any substance that enters your body that is directly harmful. So that would be something like lead, mercury in high levels, pesticides, alcohol is considered a toxin. Medications like Tylenol or acetaminophen in large doses are toxins. Our liver and kidneys work hard to get rid of those toxins, but there's no scientific evidence, no big studies that show juice helps in any way, or any food in particular.
So there's just no bridge. Again, it seems quite a step to take, perhaps just in the name of naked capitalism, but to say then that juices of any kind, vegetables of any kind, can leach these toxins out of your system. How do they get away with it?
Right. Well, we really don't have the scientific evidence to back it up. I think the way it's sort of been overlooked is because no one will argue that fruits and vegetables and fruit juice and vegetable juice isn't good for you. Right? Almost 75% of Americans don't get enough fruits and vegetables in their diet daily. So if drinking juices is a way to get that into our diet, it's a good thing. But now we're seeing people really focused on and believing that there are these extra health benefits, and that's where the pushback is.
Because you hear verbs that are, let's face it, vague. The things like refresh and re-energize. I mean, I guess that can mean anything, and there could be a placebo effect in there as much as anything. But what then? Even as these things do grow in popularity, what then if the medical and scientific community continues to push back and then the authorities decide to get involved, the FDA and what have you? What's the future here? Well,
I do think we'll see a little bit of a tightening up of words that are used. Now already on store shelves, you have to meet specific specifications to call something natural or to call something organic. We might start to see that when juices are put on the shelves that say they will detox you. We might start to see that. I think more importantly, though, it's all just about transparency. When my patients ask me, should I do a juice cleanse, I can tell them, well, look, if you have fruit and vegetable juices, you'll get vitamins, minerals, antioxidants, probably many more than you would with your regular diet. But there's no evidence that it's going to pull any poison or toxin out of your body.
It's not magic.
Right.
It's just not magic.
For people who are otherwise healthy, a day or two, you're fine. But again, not magic, and it doesn't live up to the claims.
And so we cross yet another shortcut off the list. There are no magic shortcuts, just as would seem there are no unicorns. Dr. Holly Phillips, we appreciate it.
Great to be here.
CBS News Health Watch, presented by Cancer Treatment Centers of America.